A quarter of a century locked up for the violent death of a Jacksonville toddler. Today, a judge sentenced 21-year-old Jamarius Graham to 25 years in state prison for beating 2-year-old Aaliyah Lewis to death inside her home last year. Graham had pleaded guilty to the crime. Channel 4's Vic Micolucci has been following this tragedy since the beginning. He was in the courtroom for the sentencing. Vic?
And Tom, Graham testified that he was punished the same way when he was a child by his father. He didn't think he was doing anything wrong, certainly did not think that he was going to harm the girl or take her life. He said he was terribly sorry. Still, the judge came down very hard and told him that he had to face the consequences. Tears dripped down the faces of Aaliyah's father and grandfather this morning as they had to hear the details of the 2-year-old's death.
She was everything a parent could ask for.
I felt that it was a homicide due to multiple blunt traumatic injuries.
The medical examiner talked about extensive severe injuries all over her body because of this man, Jamarius Graham. But without a smoking gun, Graham wasn't charged with murder, instead aggravated child abuse. Prosecutors, though, said the act was evil.
This was a violent attack.
Graham was dating Aaliyah's mother, babysitting when the toddler had an accident on the bed. He said he wanted to discipline her and hit her multiple times with a clothes hanger and then a belt. Asking for mercy, Graham testified the girl was conscious for hours after. But when he picked her mother up from work, things just didn't seem right. Neither called 911, though. Eventually, Graham dropped Aaliyah and her mom off at this fire station, but it was too late. Aaliyah died.
I believe he should get the minimum.
But family on Aaliyah's father's side asked for much more than 6.5 years in prison. They wanted the max, 30 years. The judge said Aaliyah's death was slow and torturous. She gave Graham a 25-year sentence.
Not elated, not happy, just relieved that it's finally over and then we got justice for Aaliyah.
Both of you think that if Aaliyah had gotten the medical care earlier?
Yeah, she'll still be alive.
She definitely would be alive.
Both of Aaliyah's grandfathers there on the father's and mother's side said this death did not need to happen. This man never needed to lay his hands on the little girl who was just 23 pounds when she died. They hope that this is a lesson for everybody watching this story tonight to never physically touch a child like that because they are so fragile. And obviously, as you saw here, the worst can happen. Graham's family did not want to comment after the sentencing hearing. We're live. Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.